Death files, or files of death, are an urban legend originating on the internet in the late 2000s in post-Soviet countries and more specifically Russia. They are defined as images, games, video and audio files that can cause harm either to the user itself or the hardware or software they are being played on. Hello, you're on the regular Rogel channel. I'm Roman, and today I'm about to discuss with you the Russian internet urban legends you have never heard of. In some ways, this video will be similar to the one made by Pharrell Maguire, but since I am from Russia, I have a wider and deeper understanding of the subject, and I thought some of my childhood memories can be very interesting, as it is always fun to look back at what used to scare us, but now is just a fun topic to discuss. Don't forget to maybe share, like, and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in those things. We now begin. On August 10th, 2009, a video was uploaded onto YouTube titled 3 Laws on Eternity. The video had managed to gain significant popularity on the Russian part of the internet. The video itself is in black and white and features some pretty disturbing audio and gruesome imagery. In the beginning, there can be heard a laugh that quickly gains volume, and soon it is difficult to say whether or not the person is actually laughing or screaming. Have a listen. Later it starts to display text such as "Do not look back, my sinful tongue he ripped right out," of the deaths of souls, along many others that don't really make sense. By the way, "my sinful tongue he ripped right out" line is actually from a famous Russian writer, Alexander Pushkin, and his poem The Prophet. Hey, at least you're learning about some literature here. As it continues, we are witnessing the images of human fetuses, as well as some weird pictures of babies that I will not rather show on YouTube. This is then followed by a text in Leet that says, "You have already seen the truth," and a Japanese character that means death, accompanied by a piano playing in reverse. Later there is a slideshow of shaman masks. Then an image of a demon appears, with the caption being, "Return me the purgatory." You hear murmuring, which is presumably the author himself. But just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, an inverted image of a clown appears alongside a text that says, "You are happy," followed by "They are not," and a slideshow of children with birth defects. All this happens when the video plays a synth tone, later joined by the same laughing heard in the very beginning. Then the author decides to add a wee bit of meaning to his creation, and he explains what these 3 laws on eternity really are. They are: 1. You are already dead. 2. You love us. 3. You will stay. The video then ends on a black screen. So, let's discuss this further. The creator of the video is actually still unknown, although what is known is that he made a few of these other videos, which is evident by the style of them. They are обречение, meaning desperation, and протезным, which can be translated as to the prosthetic. We can all somewhat agree that this style still holds up, as the work done in these is very decent. This video actually gave birth to a big trope in these videos, where text would appear saying, "You are happy and they are not," followed by, you guessed it, gore and vile images. I have not been able to find any of the pastas about this particular video, which is weird considering the influence of it. It's inspired by the likes of Biznogim, which was already covered by a few YouTubers, so I'll leave that job to them. Not gonna lie, when I first looked at 3 Laws on Eternity back in 2015, I was creeped out. I didn't know where this video came from and who made it, which was not helpful for 12-year-old me. Another classic video that deserves way more recognition is 6996. You may have heard of this number as some sort of a cursed search result on YouTube, but it all started from this one video. You are seeing the source. I will state that this video contains flashing lights, and if you have epilepsy, please do not watch that video. I will turn down the brightness and contrast here for you. This is one of the videos that was inspired by the Wyoming incident, as it is stated in some sources that this is a hijacking of an unknown channel in Krasnodar. Although this is a blatant lie and a video is just made to be scary. Also, the video itself features 3D heads, just like the video we all know and love. The faces are made in FaceGen, a 3D modeling program that allows the user to construct 3D faces. The video also features text pop-ups. Insane. You are not alone. You are nothing. I am your mind. Nowadays, these kinds of things are pretty outdated and are not doing a good job of scaring the viewers. As with some videos of that era, there was a meaning behind it. This one had an emphasis on the number 6996 and its mystery the viewer had to discover. It also has a connection to such themes as being grateful for the things you have and being happy while valuing your life. Today, the video is not as creepy as it is well done. I still recommend watching it if you have no conditions that may conflict with the contents of the video. This video also has a link to our previous topic, since it utilizes a similar move where it displays a message reading, "You are happy, they are not," later spooking the person watching. It then says, "I hope you have understood the value of your life, my friend. You can uncover the secret if you are fuck knows who." The secret of the number, from what I heard, is the date of the last execution in Russia. A certain post from a while back states that the date is 6th of September 1996. The meaning is solely that you should value your life because death is always there. The author gives a hint near the end, which is a timer that, if deciphered, points at the date of the supposed end of the world that some people believed would be on the 21st of December 2012. All in all, this video is still fun to look at and is certainly a part of Russian internet folklore. Venturing further into the category of TV hijackings, which has rather wide popularity in Russia, we have two videos that are weirdly connected to a city named Perm. Firstly, we have one titled "Recording of the Signal on the Channel Kultura in Perm." Channel Kultura, or Culture, is a Russian TV channel that broadcasts educational content centered around classical music, plays, and other related things. This one actually has a story. It says, 9th of March 2009. At night, my TV tuner was recording a play based on Chekhov. Looks like a digital signal hijacked by some hacker. City name, Perm. It begins with a play being shown, which is later interrupted by what the creator thought a broadcast intrusion looks like, applying different effects to the original and flipping it upside down. When this is over, we are greeted by the face in black and white, the source of which is not known, nor do people care. It smiles for a while, when all sorts of random sounds play, from TV static to sci-fi noises. We see the eyeball of a person which rotates, and in the end, an SFM-made animation of a Half-Life 2 citizen's face appears as he's smiling widely. It's not a scary scene, nor is it a scary video. The face, frankly, looks ridiculous. Later, the supposed hacker ceases his actions and the broadcast resumes. Aside from the unrealistic video effects, the file looks alright. You can tell there was a lot of work put into it, especially since the guy had to make a separate animation for his creation. Permian TV Incident is a rather unique specimen as well. As always, if there's a story, I will read it. It goes as follows. Yet another rumor about a TV hijacking. The legend says that in the end of August 2009, 5 minutes before the beginning of the broadcast of a local Permian TV channel, there was another case of signal hijacking. Because the channel is local, it has no signal protection to speak of. It looks like the hacker was influenced by the Wyoming incident and the SGU TV hijacking. This is Biznogim, by the way. As we move on to the video, we see a test card. It's later interrupted by static and a blue screen that says Wiatsume. That one is meaningless, as this is a parody on the TV hijackings videos. The center text here reads The Legend of Death. Ooh. Then it shows a photo of a man photoshopped to look like a zombie. This is then followed by the text, Turn off your television. You must not see this. No, too late. Dose is administered. Inflation. 3010. Then it shows the B&D mask, later in reverse and with a red hue, an antenna signal direction circuit. Then the text, Friend, if you don't to forget it, you will be lost in 5 days. I specifically tried to replicate what was written in English. The language warping was made on purpose. Then it shows a bunch of symbols and finally a classic jump scare. Then it returns to a test card. Masterpiece. Okay, so now that I've lightened up the mood, time to explain what the hell is that. So, on the peak of the popularity of the Biznogim video and other videos influenced by it, many parodies, some more known than others, started being made. This one is obviously one of those, as you can tell by the nonsensical text messages and weird imagery. I also found the origin of the audio that was played throughout the video. It's something like an instrument where you put cubes on a big touch screen. Now that we have gone through something that doesn't take itself seriously, we can move on to the next topic. The last one. Something that is truly terrifying. This one is actually not a pirating incident. It's not even a video. It's called 2259.wave. There is a rather long story, but I have compiled it for your sake. It tells a story about a group of 10 explorers, 9 out of which on February 2nd, 1959 were found dead, although what had caused it was not known. Later, in 1961, 3 plane crashes occurred in the same region the previous tragedy happened. 9 people were killed in total. In 1999, a group of geology students set on an expedition into the mountains, where only 1 student survived. He was later rescued and he had a tape with him that he recorded while being there. The following is the supposed recording. After listening to said tape, the investigators experienced insomnia, epilepsies, and they claimed to see nightmares of people without faces that were saying something. Their speech was not human, nor animal-like, but more supernatural. The mystery was not unraveled. I hope you got frightened there for a second, because I sure as hell did when I first listened to it. It's terrifying to imagine what kind of horror the student must have seen. Could it be something out of this world? Could it be the undead corpses of the people who have died there before? Or it could have been a cut from the scene of a Russian trash movie. That's right, the chilling noises were actually the screams from a weird Russian movie, Green Elephant. The guy screaming is protesting against his inmate friend that brought him literal shit to eat on a plate. Yeah. If you want a video on that, subscribe! Okay, I think we can conclude this video by saying Russian internet is quite bizarre. There are some good things, some humorous ones, even those that I haven't touched here that are so bad, they're actually good. That's it for today. If you liked the video, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe with the bell to know when a new video like this will be posted. This was the regular Rogel channel. Bye bye!